Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Do you have the stone then? Good. Let us hope it was worth the effort to retrieve, and that the mage holds to his end of the bargain.
I want you to go with Eyrie and help her fight this dragon.
A dragon stirs. Could it be true? We must make haste and protect the city.
Everybody, get back!
The beast is slain, and they herald you for it.
Do you believe in this dragonborn business?
Dragonborn? I do not know of this, but if the Nords speak true, then the gods have blessed our path to have you with us. How are you feeling?
And that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can
Indeed, the beasts have met a worthy foe at last. I heard talk of these creatures, but to see one with my own eyes. We shall match them flame with flame. They are the same as another beast. They're just a bit bigger. Come on, we must return to the city and let the Jarl know the good news.
You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards.
Gods, the climb is half the trial, it seems. But we will make it to the summit. Fear not.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Although I may walk a different path, even I know the whole of faith. The sages here are a testament to their god. It almost reminds me of home. Not per se. His will saw fit to drive me out into the world and witness its creations. Many temples dot the coast of High Rock, of course, but I could not stay long enough to call any one of them home. Of this goddess they speak of? That it is not my place to speak on such matters, but that I also put my trust in the gods and whatever they have planned for you. Stendarr or no, you have been given a remarkable boon, one that could deliver this world its savior, or destroyer. But I have spoken enough. There is much to do already.
Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav.
Someone has got to it first. Troubling. Attic room or not, you would do well to watch for any evil that could be behind this. You have been gifted with great power, and I am certain there are many who already seek to use you to their own ends. As you wish. Perhaps we can find how this person got past these defenses to begin with in the process.
Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
The beast eluded us, but at least we ended another in its stead. You were there as well? Then it is no coincidence. Fate deems that the gods would see the two of you face off against each other. But do not lose heart. I know that we can slay it, and put an end to this madness. At the very least, you now have this Delphine on your side. If they still truly serve the Emperor's will, and the Dragonslayers, then she will prove to be a useful boon. What I worry about, however, is that her hatred and decades alone have caused her sword arm to soften, grow lazy. Perhaps I speak too soon, but it's not her conviction that I take issue with, but her resolve to see it through. Come, we should keep moving.
And pass through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
The elders have accepted you as their own. You are Dragonborn, or Dovahkiin, proper. How do you feel? I would be lying if I knew what their greeting entailed, but you seem to be unscathed. Faith is not easy. No worthy trial ever is. But enough of this. Let us keep moving. There are dragons to be slain. Already the woman has proven to be overzealous in her suspicions. There are precious few people in this world that I could say I trust without a doubt, but she may be letting her hatred blind her judgment. Yes, but something tells me this goes beyond issues of territory, even belief. They are like a wolf, all too eagerly stalking their prey. Unfortunately, these lands are in no shape to fend them off forever, but I do not hate them as others might. The Talos question is one that I often grappled with myself, but it is not my place to question the right of divine beings. It is with him I walk. If it's all right with you, I do not wish to elaborate on this any further. We risk blasphemy as it is. Suffice to say, if a man can indeed become a god, the Ultima have called that into question. I do not have an answer any more than you do. As I said, I do not begrudge the Ultima's right to question the nature of Talos. That, I fear, is for the gods alone to decide. What I truly mourn is the suffering the schism has caused, countless dead and a land ripped apart by war. Evil festers at times like these. True enough. To solitude, then.
Let's hope we both live through this day. Until next time.
Look at all this wanton luxury. How many people could eat for a year with the coin this took to put on? You will not pass, not ever again! Tamriel has had enough of war! Done? No doubt we'll have drawn the Thalmor's ire from here
Listen
on.
up, spy.
Let us hope it was worth it.
Here, and we have your accomplice.
Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go.
The old man is hiding down here, of all places? The filth is the least of my concerns. The corruption runs deep.
And no doubt you are one of them, huh? Leave me alone.
You have nothing to fear, old man. Upon my honor, I swear it. Now please, open the door.
Delphine really is alive, then? You'd better come in, then. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. No.
He is not what I was expecting. Nevertheless, I still see a glimmer of wisdom behind those fading eyes. I pray he has the answers we seek. Stonework here is remarkable, even if I struggle to look past the heretics that shaped it. The Ack of Eyrie. I do not like this. But if the heretics hide anything that could prove useful, I suppose it must be done.
We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
What troubles you? Nothing worthwhile was ever achieved without great effort. Something tells me that Paarthurnax is hiding more than we know. However, if he is the master of the Old Ones, his wisdom will prove useful. Yes, rather wordy, but perhaps there is something I miss in the Nord's customs. In any case, we must make haste up the mountain and uncover the shout your Esbern spoke of. Without it, the World Eater will become nigh unstoppable. Stendarr preserve us! A dragon! Could this be the master the Old Ones spoke of? Surely not.
You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
A dragon? Not only that, but one of the ancients, no less. I know it. He believes the Greybeards are doing the right thing. That, if we are to take his word for it, he has taken a vow of pacifism. Nevertheless, he is still the same creature that we now fight, the same one that you are destined to destroy. I am not sure yet. This Paarthurnax is closer to the gods than the rest of his kin, true. But what belies a dragon's nature but destruction? I can only trust in his will, that we are indeed on the right path. My heart is disquiet. Not only that, but we must now find an Elder Scroll. Perhaps, but this is hardly something that you will come by easily, like tripping over it by a market stall. I know little of prophecy. All I can offer is my sword in battle, and my faith that his will shall light the way.
Such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
Mages. I knew nothing good would come from this. The man is quite clearly insane. And this box, too. Whatever it is of heretical make. I know. Were there any other way, I would have struck him down and sunk his icy hull to the bottom of the ocean. You must step carefully. Whatever is behind this, you are being pulled into designs that far outreach the knowledge of any mortal. I trust in Stendar's strength, that he may show us the way forward. Could the machines really hold the scroll we seek? Even now, their foul contraptions patrol these halls. Do not be fooled by its beauty. This is the work of the Dwemer, the fickle and the cruel. May his light burn away the corrupt. Were I you, I would destroy the lexicon and strike the old man down. Not all knowledge is worth its price. An Elder Scroll. Remarkable. Stendar indeed blesses us this day. I only pray that we are found worthy. We have been blessed with an artifact that shapes reality around it. It is almost pure divinity itself. No, I couldn't. I fear I wouldn't be worthy to look upon the scroll. It is your gift, from the gods' hands. Remember to use it well. Don't believe it will remain with us for long. We must make haste for the wound. Whatever happens next, we have undoubtedly drawn the beast's attention.
You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Curses! The beast eludes us, even with the dragon rend. You may be right, but we had the chance to end it there. I will make sure that doesn't happen again. We have grown stronger, but our enemy has as well. Fear not. We will make it through this, even if it spells my death. I will not falter.
If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
More talks? At a time like this? Would that I could knock some sense into these so-called leaders. They should be focused on the real threat. Yes, and it is not your fault, of course. If it wasn't already madness to try and capture a dragon in that keep, now we must play at politics? When the talks begin, you will be walking into a snake pit, unlike anything you've encountered. This general and Stormcloak, they're not interested in peace, as much as they may pretend otherwise. If you would have me, then yes. I will try at least to hold my tongue to avoid souring the negotiations. You are being handed the opportunity to shape Skyrim for generations to come. I pray that Stendar will show us the way forward.
But regrets are pointless.
May he grant us the wisdom to survive these talks, and the strength to keep these people from killing each other outright. It's done. Neither party will be leaving here completely satisfied, but we have the support we need. That's what truly matters.
I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Now we must call the beast to us? This is madness.
He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him.
I am here. I can see that it does not sit quietly with you. In times such as these, I would usually join their cries emphatically, but... well, I cannot say. The situation does not please me in either case, but the beast has yet to be found unworthy. Perhaps he has overcome his nature. Could such a thing be possible? I pray that he shall reveal it to us in due time.
Caught like a bear in a trap.
Part of me would sooner kill the beast than parley with it, but if there is no other choice, I will acquiesce to your wishes.
Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
You are set then, to the Eyrie, and then into Sovngarde.
Yes, I went out for a pint or two. What of it?
No, it is with Stendarr I walk. I have no right to set foot upon the lands of the Nords and look upon their glorious dead. It is not the proper way of things, to meddle with the divine. I know my heart. This is your trial to overcome.
That might be so.
I cannot join you. Doing so would be an affront to all I and the gods hold dear. But do not think I am leaving you completely alone. Know this, even when you are lost in the fog and the odds may be stacked against you, you will not face the beast alone. Good luck, my friend. Send that beast back from whence it came. It's time for it to die a final death.
Defeat Alduin and destroy his soul snare.
The endless wait gives way to battle.
This was a mighty deed.
You did it! The World Eater is slain, and the dragons are no more. What you have done deserves to be sung into legends for centuries to come. Nay, it will be. To think that a mortal, even with your divine heritage, could defeat the primordial shadow, the very embodiment of corruption and decay. Would that I had the strength to bring down your strength on oblivion itself. Burn their evil away in holy fire. I promised I would not forsake you, didn't I? That was at the limit of my power, but his light reaches far. I prayed for your deliverance. But enough of battles. You should celebrate your victory, here and now. What of you? How do you feel to have walked in the afterlife itself? I could think of nothing less than the hero of not just all Nords, but life itself. You have done Stendarr, me, a great honor in your efforts to stop this. Now, what say we return to the lands you have so valiantly fought for? I will not be involved in your war. Your emperor has grown weak, and the throne sits idle. It is fate that drives me, not the halls of bureaucrats. Return to Cyrodiil. This land has already suffered enough. All the land you occupy, you still haven't learned. I cannot allow this to continue! I will not let you tear this land apart any longer! If the gods deem it fate, then so it shall be! You are blind and traitors all! Run! Run back to your false king!
Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me.
So, you mean to go through with this? Stendarr teaches that might and mercy come in equal measure, but we of the faith, we cannot align ourselves with civil strife. I do not begrudge your right to choose a side, to follow your heart and fight for your lands, but you must understand, I cannot slay innocents. To involve myself in this war, righteous or not, Stormcloak or Imperial, it brings only more suffering. That I cannot allow. My oath is paramount, but my heart, well, it has grown silent. I do not mean to abandon you, but I cannot take part in anything involving this war. It is not my place to judge who are the profane and who are the worthy. That alone is for the gods to decide. You are entering territory where it becomes difficult to determine friend from foe. I would not bloody my hands with the common man. As I said, I am not abandoning you, but I cannot take part in this war. I would sooner risk idleness than the death of innocents in the days to come. I would gladly return to traveling with you once again, of course, at times where you are not caught up in the tide of blood to come. Until then, I fear, I must return to the temple. I pray that Stendarr can grant us both forgiveness, and a swift end to this conflict. Forgive me. I promised that I would not take part in this pointless, cruel war, and I have held to that. Despite the qualms I have taken with the conflict, I want to make it clear that I don't hold anything you may have done against you. You did what you thought was necessary. Stendarr knows. These lands were long past the point of any truce. It will take a long time to heal. And it is good to be by your side once more, friend. Now come, there is much to be done.